Jenna, I heard that you're working with Shut Up Chico as his new top prostitute. Well, I need to tell you that it's not worth it. I worked with Shut Up Chico for a long time, and I suffered a lot of abuse. I don't want you to go through the same thing, Jenna. You're a beautiful girl. There are pimps out there who treat you a lot better. Please, reconsider working with Shut Up Chico.
Shut up. Hooch, you've been getting involved with my business. Leave Jenna Gemstar alone. She's a grown woman. If she wants to prostitute for me, then that's her decision. You're just bitter that I canned you for having diseases. Don't cross me, Hooch. Shut up, Chico. Folks, it's never been done before. Suicide, Cindy Citrus, a cut her hair match, and it's gonna happen very soon. Here's another match that I cannot wait for. Marc Marcutio, accompanied by his sister, is looking to get revenge on Booty T for giving him super AIDS. Remember a few episodes ago, Marc Marcutio getting that disease, and could he get his revenge on this episode? Let's find out. His opponent, one of probably the most hated participants here in Victory Road Wrestling, shilling that beverage quenched by only the finest of buttocks. It's called Booty Tea, and Marc Marcutio, my goodness, he's not even gonna wait. Marc Marcutio could not wait to get his hands on Booty T after the anguish that Marc Marcutio has gone through at the hands of Booty T. My goodness. Remember, Marc Marcutio was in hospital, and Booty T... Marc Marcutio was in hospital because of Booty T, and when Marc Marcutio was in hospital, Booty T said, you know what, I'm sorry. Here's a prostitute, I'll keep an eye out. But that prostitute had super AIDS, and she passed it on to Marc Marcutio, and this rivalry certainly has heated up. Marc Marcutio returned on the last episode as a result of the randomizer introduced by Kreplach, and I believe that is going to be used again on this episode, a cover by Marc Marcutio onto Booty T. And if Marc Marcutio can defeat Booty T, he could be back in the running for the Galactic title. A cartwheel kick by Marc Marcutio. He is full of rage. I tried to talk to him about Booty T, but he just gave me this look. I've never seen this look of intensity on any man. And that's the kind of anger that Booty T stirs up. But Booty T, do not count him out. This guy's a very fierce competitor. On the last episode, he was humiliated when Boombox scared the poop out of him. If you have not seen that episode, check it out. It was the first ever doggy done doo-doo match. The purpose of the match was to get your opponent to defecate. And I won't ruin it for you if you're going to go check it out. It was a very interesting match, to say the least, only at Victory Road Wrestling. And later on, folks, I cannot wait. Suicide and Cindy Citrus in a cut her hair match. They will settle their differences by way of a scissors. These two, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of psychology. Booty T, Marc Marcutio. And mark my words, that this match is gonna be amazing and filled with psychology. Apparently Booty T has been selling very well. It's a beverage quenched by only the finest of buttocks, and with Booty T as their spokesman, I cannot be surprised. Booty T very good at selling. In fact, I bought a whole carton of that beverage. It has a very tart taste to it. A submission by Booty T. We saw him use this on the last episode, that Boston Crab. But this time it's not to make sure that Marc defecates. It's just to add a little bit of pen onto Marc Marcutio. Some knees into the gut of Marc Marcutio by Booty T. Booty T, man, if this guy keeps it up, I could see him in the main event scene for sure. One of the brightest young stars that we have here in Victory Road Wrestling. And this season has just been incredible. We have signed so many great athletes. My goodness, an elbow by Booty T. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. And Booty T victorious against Marc Marcutio. No! Marc Marcutio kicking out. Booty T is arguing with the referee, but he needs to get back in this match, needs to keep working on Marc Marcutio. Marc Marcutio, there's no way that he's 100% after having that elbow delivered. A victory roll by Marc Marcutio, but Booty T wriggling out of that predicament. Some punches by Booty T onto Marc Marcutio, and then Marc Marcutio follows it up with some kicks. There's gonna be an exchange of blows by these two participants. They hate each other. Imagine if somebody was to give you a disease like super AIDS. Marc Marcutio was a ladies' man, but the ladies are being a little bit more careful. The man has to wear protection for the rest of his life. That's what Booty T has done to this guy. Until they find a cure. Super AIDS is a very serious disease, and Marc Marcutio, this guy is just so impressive in the ring. He just needs to put it all together to get a victory. And he could have, but he didn't. Just getting a 2 count. Marc Marcutio going where he loves to go, at the top of the rope. And Marc Marcutio missing with whatever he was attempting to do. Remember in that match that Marc Marcutio had with Kreplach for the Galactic title, Booty T's music played and we never knew who it was. Booty T has taken full responsibility, but he refuses to explain why he did so. It's pretty obvious though, he does not like Marc Marcutio. He's not happy that Marc Marcutio has returned. Booty T was fined for his actions. He's going for a pin and just a 2 count. It's bad enough that Booty T gave Marc Marcutio super AIDS, but he cost Marc Marcutio a chance at becoming the Galactic Champion. Folks, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you need to keep yourself up to date with Victory Road Wrestling. Check out some older episodes this season. This season has just been incredible. Booty T exposing that turnbuckle. And Marc Marcutio has absolutely no idea. Booty T is just waiting for the right opportunity to use that turnbuckle to his liking. Marc Marcutio runs to the turnbuckle. He notices that it's exposed, and Booty T successful in pinning Marc Marcutio. A very smart move by Booty T. Marc Marcutio is very disappointed. Let's see what happened again. Marc Marcutio ran into that turnbuckle. He noticed that it was exposed, and that distraction was enough for Booty T to get the pinfall victory. And there you see, my goodness, I really don't think that the rivalry between these two is over. They still probably have a lot of animosity between the two of them. My goodness, congratulations, Booty T.
Boombox, you got into the face of barricade. Aren't you at all intimidated by the dominance of barricade?
I'm not intimidated by Barricade, but I'd be a fool not to notice his dominance in this business. And that's the reason I went face to face, because I want to prove to myself that I can knock him out, baby. I, for one, cannot wait to see Boombox take on Barricade. Let's see if Barricade will accept, and will that match become official. Kreplach, the Victory Road Wrestling Galactic Champion. The dark days of Victory Road Wrestling are here, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna utilize the randomizer once again. It was a bit controversial how he defended the title on the last episode, and Kreplach is hoping that he can have a clean victory on this episode. We are going to see the randomizer in action. It's going to randomly pick the number one contender right now. And who is Kreplach's opponent gonna be? Kreplach waiting in anxiousness. Oh, come on! It's Patrick. Patrick attacking Kreplach from behind. He has been chosen by the randomizer. You see, anybody can be chosen, ladies and gentlemen. We have not seen Patrick for a very long time. We haven't been able to fit him in the show because he didn't do a good job when he made his debut. And Patrick, with that submission on Kreplach, he could redeem himself by becoming the galactic champion. The thing about the randomizer is that it puts Kreplach in a distinct disadvantage because Kreplach has no idea who his opponent is gonna be. Patrick driving his knee to the abdomen of Kreplach. Kreplach defeated his opponent on the last episode because Butiti's music kept on playing when Marc Marcutio was going on the top rope, and I hope we do not see anything like that again on this episode. But I don't think so because Butiti's his hatred is towards Marc Marcutio, and we saw those two settle their differences earlier. A submission by Patrick onto Kreplach. Another submission. Patrick, he was in prison for a few episodes, and here he is back in Victory Road Wrestling after doing some hard time, after making sure not to drop the soap. In the shower, you can see Patrick's signature bat in the background. Patrick is a very dangerous man. He rides a motorcycle and he does other extreme activities. You gotta watch out for that. Oh, come on. It's Butiti's music again. Why exactly is this happening? Is this Butiti again, or was there like a technical difficulty? But Kreplach, no matter what, he's gonna take advantage. He's the champion. There's always that chance that he could lose the title against his opponent, and if his opponent is not on his game, then Kreplach is gonna take full advantage. I don't blame him. Kreplach going to the top, a place that he's very familiar with. Kreplach delivering that flying clothesline. And I don't care how badass you are, when Kreplach delivers that clothesline, this is what happens. A 3 count. Kreplach is still the Victory Road Wrestling Galactic Champion, but another controversial finish. I think Kreplach is a bit disappointed by the way he won that match. Let me show you again what I'm talking about. Butiti's music playing, causing a distraction, and Kreplach took full advantage, delivering that flying clothesline onto Patrick. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your Victory Road Wrestling Galactic Champion, Kreplach, who is responsible for Butiti's music playing once again. Butiti keeps on interfering in my matches, even though I don't need it. I'm not understanding what's going on through his head. I created this randomizer to get some good competition, and he's ruining that. Butiti, I'm warning you for the last time. Cut it out. Speaking of cutting, the match we've all been waiting for. Suicide, Cindy Citrus in a cut her hair match. Here we go. Making her way into the ring, the reason for this match happening in the first place, Suicide. This woman has accused her opponent of stealing her prized scissors, and this is the way that she gets revenge. And if you are wondering why Cindy Citrus's hair looks so silly, it's because on the last episode, Suicide cut her hair, made it shorter. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Cindy Citrus, who's usually positive and upbeat, showing a different side of herself.